So there's a lot of cars going by, but we're going to replace this box right here. It's the gate controller for this place. And we're going to put this DoorBird in. There you go. And we want all the functionality of the DoorBird, so we want the to be able to see who's at the gate, talk to them, do all of those things. This house, if you take a look, I'll try to show you where the actual house is. It is way over there. So to get internet out at this gate, we had to do something a little different. We're going to have to use a oh geez, I just stopped my thoughts. We're going to use an outdoor Wi-Fi hotspot. Oops. So to get internet at this house, we're going to use this outdoor Wi-Fi hotspot. It's going to be powered by a T-Mobile chip. They don't pay me. And we're going to put that in because getting Wi-Fi out here was going to be too much. Thanks. So we're going to start by installing this. We're going to install it behind the gate so people can't mess with it. Then we're going to run this thing's powered by a power over Ethernet cable. I have never hooked one of these up before. I have no idea. I did mess with it. I unboxed it. Hopefully you guys didn't want to see it come out of the box. I feel like people know how to open boxes. But it is powered by a power over Ethernet switch. And so we're going to run that wire into this box. We're going to cut this off and mount the new box, and we'll see how it works. Oh yeah, I forgot one other thing. I did hook this all up in the garage first in the air conditioner because I didn't want to sit outside. We're in Arizona and it's 100 degrees out. And it worked in the garage. So I don't know. So anyway, we're just going to put this together and then we're going to mount it to the wall. We are back here behind the gate now. Got the gate open, or the motor box open, so we can get to the wires and all that. And then we'll do the box out front after this is done. So I started with this little DeWalt drill and a masonry bit, and that wasn't going to work. I just used the mounting plate from the Wi-Fi hotspot to mark the holes. Then I went back and got my hammer drill. That worked a little better. Still took me a while to drill these holes, so I won't make you watch all that because, yeah, that seems boring. So now we're just going to put some anchors in the holes we drilled, and this will hold the bracket up and hold the little Wi-Fi hotspot up. And if you hang around with farmers long enough, you'll figure out that everything's a hammer. This is probably a good time to tell you that the reason we picked this Wi-Fi hotspot, it's a Yeelink, is because it has a built-in power over Ethernet switch, and most of the other ones you'd have to buy a separate switch, and I didn't really want to do all that. So I'm just going to power everything up right here. We'll fix all the wiring a little later. Just make sure it works. Man, I'm getting chunkier every day. So I'm just going to connect to it with my phone real quick and set it up, change all the passwords and stuff from the default passwords. Yeah, you guys probably don't want to watch that either. Here we are. I'm still fat. We're back at the front gate. We're going to open this box up, figure out what the wires are inside and where they go and which ones we can use and which ones we can't. Okay. So these are the old phone wires. We're not going to use those anymore. This is the power wire for this board. We're not going to use that anymore. And these are the two wires we're going to use to control the gate. Okay, we have to cut this off. But first we're going to disconnect these wires.
What do you mean cut this off?
We're going to cut this box so we can mount that box.
Do you have to turn off any power? You said let's find out. That's scary.
Oh look, you guys thought it was going to be Brent, but it's Emily. She's going to take out all the wires in the box and we'll cap the power wires off on this end, and we'll remove them from power on the other end because we don't need them anymore. And then we'll get to cutting this box off of here. I don't know what this face is about, but whatever, Emily. So now that Emily's all done with that, we're going to cut this box off and mount the new box. You can see the bolt holes in the back. The previous person could have bolted this box on, but instead they hated me and they decided to weld it on.
Yes.
Just need to make these already existing holes a little bit bigger. So that's what we're doing. All right, so the old box got its power right here. We're not going to use those anymore. This one gets its power through this Ethernet cable. There's a lot of cars and I didn't bring a microphone today. So we're gonna, before we run this Ethernet cable up through this pipe and out here, we're gonna plug it all in, make sure it works. We're gonna go turn the power on in the box. So we have power. Now we're gonna hook up this gate open and close, these two contacts here, to the relays back here, which you can't see it, but I can. It's the first two in this green block. So we're gonna unplug power. Unplug. That guy's loud. So it doesn't matter, red or black, which wire you put in the relay on the left or right side, as long as they're both in relay 1. So we don't need these. We're going to disconnect them in the box later. Now we're going to plug the Ethernet cable in. We have power to the box. Now I programmed this box in the garage. I'm not going to show you guys how. Good for you. I will at the end of the video. It's not working. Maybe it takes a minute for this box to start up. Oh, we should have. Perfect. Everything works. Make sure you put these little rubber things in to stop the water from going in the box after you get it installed. They're pretty easy. They just pop in. They're real easy if you make Emily do it. I don't remember what I said right here, but clearly I'm hilarious. So also, before you put that inner box on, make sure you put the outer box on and put it on right side up. It does have a top. Don't ask me why I know this, but yeah, put that box on first. It'll make your life easier. And the bolts we used were way too long. Don't judge me. I did cut them off later after we got it all put together. So on the back of the DoorBird, there's a series of relays. Each relay takes 2 terminals. We're going to use the left 4 terminals because we want one that holds the gate open and one that opens the gate temporarily while you drive through it. We're actually going to jumper the 2 together because in our motor box there's only one terminal to terminate on, and it just depends on whether the circuit's open or closed. So we're going to jumper the 2 together here in the box, so we only have one wire running over to our motor box. So I don't know if you can see, but we have 4 wires coming out of the terminal box there, the 2 left relays, left, right, left, right. We're going to put the 2 lefts together. I like to use these little connectors. They've got little levers on them. They make really good connections for low volt. I don't remember what they're called. Better person would tell you. Anyway, they're great. You just stick the wire in and close the little thing. You throw them on the ground sometimes, that's fine. So we're going to connect the two left terminals of the first and second relay together, and then we're going to connect the two right terminals together, and then we're going to connect them to the two wires that already go to the motor. So there are two little set screws in the front of the DoorBird. Make sure they're screwed all the way out before you try to slide it up in the notches. And then once you get them out, you can slide it all the way up in there. Takes a little force because of that weather stripping. Thanks for pointing at that, Emily. And once you have that all done, you can screw the screws back in. I should have showed you a video of the gate working at the end so you knew that I did it right. But instead I'm just going to show you this video from earlier so you can believe me. I promise it works.